Well, the Western Cape High Court has declared Section 11 of Parliament's Powers, Privileges and Immunities Act unconstitutional and invalid. This is the part of the Act used by Parliament's presiding officers to call the police on members of Parliament. Earlier this year, on the night of the State of the Nation address, National Council of Provinces Chairperson Baleka Mbete and Speaker Thandi Modise had EFF MPs removed from the House by plainclothes police. Judge Andre Lechransi, who handed down the ruling in the application brought by the Democratic Alliance, has given Parliament a year to fix the unconstitutional section of the law. The DA says it's delighted with the judgment.
That means that members of Parliament are immune from arrest at the order of the presiding officers. The Act will now be referred back to Parliament for correction, but in the meantime, members of Parliament are free to talk truth to power and to fulfil their constitutional responsibility to hold the executive to account.
Well, Parliament spokesperson Luzuko Jacobs has not yet responded to the SABC's request for comment, and the High Court has postponed the matter brought against National Assembly Speaker Baleka Mbete to August the 4th. The court has ruled that Agang, who brought the matter to court, did not comply with certain court procedures. Agang wants the Speaker to be declared unfit to hold office. Now, for more on this, our parliamentary reporter, Lucanio Kalata, joins me now from Cape Town. Lucanio, good to talk to you again. This judgment, fair to say, it's quite significant for parliamentary debate.
Ma'am, yes, very fair to say that it is significant for parliamentary debate. Remember that the Democratic Alliance went to court after members of the EFF were removed from the National Assembly following a little bit of an argy-bargy between themselves and while they were in the National Assembly, and the presiding officers, Baleka Mbete as well as Thandi Modise, had then called in members of the South African Police Services to come and remove what they termed unruly members of the EFF at the time. So the Democratic Alliance went to court claiming that in a democracy, in a country, especially members of Parliament, in the one space, the kind of like sacred space within the National Assembly where they're supposed to speak and speak freely, they were now feeling a little bit inhibited. They were feeling a little bit scared as they couldn't express themselves as much as what they wanted to. So the Democratic Alliance went to court, and earlier today the court kind of ruled that the speakers, the presiding officers of Parliament should not have done what they had done on that night, because this is essentially what this judgment means today. So very significant. I mean, there James Self, the federal chairperson of the Democratic Alliance, was basically saying that they will now be able to stand in the National Assembly and be free of any kinds of intimidation, where they'll be able to speak truth to power, knowing that whatever it is that they say, they are protected. Natasha.
And very briefly, Lucanio, any indication if an appeal is on the cards?
Natasha, I really wish that we could give you, as well as some of our viewers, an indication to say, look, this is how Parliament is going to proceed with this matter. But unfortunately, we can't, as we have our requests for interviews, for comment from Parliament, from the Speaker's office, have not yet been responded to. We will, however, keep on trying, so we do have to have an update a little bit later on this afternoon. Natasha.
All right, Lucanio, we'll leave it there. Thank you very much. Lucanio Kalata, live from Cape Town.